chillin' in Alaska, swimming in Atlanta, vultures out in Beemore, they Kira, Carolina, they wildin' in Chicago, howlin' down in Big D, Mile High in Denver, that Tallahassee pride is deep, they lunching in Vancouver, Desperado shooting, the renegades on the loose, the hyenas looting, gold out in QC, who higher than them sparrows, the Furies swooping in divine order for the pharaohs, Indy on the rise, the sharks about to mash, gladiators, knights and Aztecs about to clash. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. First and 10, I'm so aggressive. The end zone, the game plan, no pressure. They gotta pay me how they measure me. You know these haters on my back like the referee. You know I'm in it to win it. Game day, I'm about my business, I gotta get it. So I'm all about my ends. And these non-stop wins. They can't touch us, can't touch us. We turning up on these suckers. You know the D brought the rockets. Cause we tighter than the huddles. Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party. Yeah. Third down is going down. Round the pound, oh, we gotta air them out. That's why I gotta hit the route. Hit the flat, if I catch it, then I'm out. What the inches gotta take. YOLO, just no pump fake. So tighten up and hit the power high. The outer blow to draw them off sides.
Ryan Michaels gets a block midfield. Ryan Michaels, he could be gone. Trying to make comfortable behind, he will not. Touchdown, Houston.
Welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see the all-pro party. And welcome to my all-pro party. Baby girl, this an all-pro party. The SFL is an all-pro party. They came out to see an all-pro party.
Jay Ayola shakes it. Oh my goodness, Ayola gets away. Jay Ayola on the first play for Tallahassee is going to score again. Left side, Odom gets away. Odom breaks another tackle. Ash Odom, you've got to be kidding me. Big chase, 10-5 touchdown! Oh my word!
Monday night. It's time to wrap up Week 12 action and the final Fan Night game of the week here in Season 12. You voted them in. It's the Queen City Corsairs heading south to take on the Carolina Skyhawks. For one of these teams, a victory will clinch a playoff spot tonight. Who's it going to be? It's the Corsairs versus the Skyhawks, and it's coming up next on the SFL Network on Twitch TV. Welcome to David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium here in Raleigh, North Carolina for an Eastern Conference showdown between the Queen City Corsairs and the Carolina Skyhawks. You're watching the SFL Network on Twitch TV presented by APM Music. Good evening, everyone. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Alongside me in the booth is the Hall of Famer, Matt Wilson. Joining us on stats is Scott LaRue. Matt, we're still here in North Carolina, buddy. They just can't get rid of us down here.
No, I can't too cheap for airfare. We're stuck. I'm not walking back.
I've been stuck here for 3 straight weeks. So, Matt, these two teams are both on a 2-game losing streak, each one of them. Meanwhile, the rival Baltimore is on a 7-game winning streak, including their win this week. For one of these two teams, that losing streak ends tonight, and the winner will clinch a playoff spot. For the other, they're not out, but the road to the playoffs gets more difficult. What are you expecting from tonight's matchup?
Yeah. Both teams should definitely be playing at their highest intensity tonight. They need to bounce back after those 2 straight losses. Despite that, Queen City and Carolina both boast extremely potent offenses. I would expect a real fireworks show tonight. Bust out those sprinklers, boys. But there's only one way to find out, and that's on the field.
Absolutely, and here we go. The ball is teed up. Queen City getting ready to kick off to the Carolina Skyhawks. For those of you expecting Cam and Steven, surprise, it's Matt and I. If you're disappointed, sorry. Kick is taken back at the 10-yard line and returned up to the 30-yard line. We'll see the Carolina offense start out on the field first to get things going. Carolina offense is led by quarterback Jacques Luyendula, halfback A.J. Francis, and wide receivers Jalen Miller and Harish Prasad. Those are the key players here on the Carolina offense, and Matt Francis is number 3 in rushing right now, right behind a one Ash Odom, who we'll get to later. Luyendula checks it down to Francis and is immediately tackled for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Francis on the season has 1,524 yards, averaging 5.9 yards a carry and 11 touchdowns. Very productive season for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Last week he had 36 carries. I mean, they really put the game on his shoulders. 36 carries, got 148 yards and 2 touchdowns, coming up just short in here in Carolina against Chicago. It was 24-23. Francis takes the ball right up the middle, gains a few, 3rd down and 4. Let's take a look at some of the key players here on the Queen City defense. Defensive lineman Jeff Duffy, 8.5 sacks so far this season. Avery King at the linebacker position. Cornerbacks Leroy Jenkins and Oscar Dunkley. At safety, Zane Doty, Achilles Frank, and Nacho Sicaria. Luyendula to throw on 3rd down. Out route to the left-hand side is hauled in by Prasad. Mark it just past the sticks, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Prasad has 488 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. That's only in 6 games. Very, very productive receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. And checking in with those of you in the chat, Rilla Sense Kubaya, Zane Doty, the Brown Knight with a couple X's on both sides, Mr. 23, Football Dude 93, Duke 12. Checks down to Francis. Head taken off. 2nd down and 5 after a 5-yard gain. Still going through the list. Look Alive 24. There's more and more and more. I was trying to get down to Trunks. Trunks, how do you pronounce that? Trunks. What are the playoff implications of this game? So as we talked about in the opening, Matt, so the winner of this game gets a playoff spot. They don't necessarily win the conference, though. In fact, they don't win the conference with this game. It'll go into next week as that pass is thrown into coverage and incomplete. But the winner of this game is absolutely, definitely, positively, for sure, in the playoffs in one way or another. The loser of this game is not out, but they will fall to 7-4, and the road to the playoffs gets a little bit more difficult. Read it like you read Tronos.
I read it Kronos, like the Klingon planet. Never mind.
Yes, the Klingon planet. Luyendula alone in the backfield. 4 receivers split out wide and a tight end on 3rd down and 5. Checks it down over the middle. Pass is hauled in and complete to Cameron Walsh, one of the backup receivers, for another 1st down up to midfield.
Yep, great. Just keep moving that ball slowly, surely. Carolina, unlike Queen City, has committed a lot less turnovers in the season, and I think that's led to much of their success.
First down and 10. Francis takes the ball off to the left-hand side, tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Avery King in on that tackle, brings up tackle number 100 for him on the season.
Ooh.
2nd down and
Do
10.
we have a tackle cake?
A tackle cake.
100 candles.
Listen, I'll take cake. So second out and 10 from the 49-yard line. Two receivers split out wide to the left. Split backs in the backfield. Luyendula to throw. Deep pass down the middle. Ooh, nearly intercepted. Achilles Frank had his hands on the ball, but can't haul it in. Brings up a 3rd down and 10. And Matt, this drive was looking pretty promising, and now a 3rd and long.
Yeah, and if I'm Carolina, you can take some chances, throw the ball down the field. You're not in field goal range to pick. As long as it's not a pick six, is just as good as a punt. And really nothing to hold back on here. So let's see what they do.
Will throw. 4 receivers out, and it is intercepted. Tip drill picked off, being returned back to the 30, 20, all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one intercepted by Jack Thomas, a backup safety with 3 key safeties on this team. The backup safety is actually the one that hauls it in.
Did I say it's as good as a punt? I hate that quick route, because if you get a deflection like that, it's not a punt. It's a really bad turnover, and it was almost a pick six.
Oscar Dunkley had the tip on that play to set up the interception. Dunkley himself with 8 picks on the season. Queen City Corsairs are actually number 3 in takeaways on the year. There's 2 players on the team, Achilles Frank and Oscar Dunkley, both with 8 picks on the season. Nacho Sicario with 5, Leroy Jenkins with 3, Zane Godey with 2. Ash Odom takes a pitch out to the right side, 10-5, walks it right into the end zone for an early Queen City touchdown. 1 play and done on the turnover.
Milestone for him. That's his 15th of the season. That's just poor tackling right there. Beautiful blocking. Doesn't get much easier. And that's, Ash Odom coming in had 3 more touchdowns than AJ Francis did. So Queen City a little bit more reliant on that running game to score those touchdowns.
Ricky Matthews on for the extra point try. Max Barney to hold. High snap, brought down, kick is up, and it is through. Queen City jumps out to an early 7-0 lead. You're watching the SFL Network on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
Kick turn taken up the left side and returned up to the 32-yard line. Carolina will get another shot here on offense. See if they can respond to Queen City's quick strike. Look Live 24 in the chat saying, I'm calling it right now, points off turnovers will decide the game tonight. And that's a distinct possibility, as we saw points off turnover right there to give Queen City, very short field, really lead.
Have mercy, it's the full house formation.
Full house formation works fine there. Francis trucking over a couple of men and running down the left sideline, breaking tackles like they're going out of style, getting all the way up to the 27-yard line. A huge gain on first down.
I think he hit half the defense. Let's see. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's more than half the defense.
Man.
My math's good tonight, boys.
There you go. And we have Scott LaRue on stats, so we don't really even have to do the maths. 3 receiver set here on first down and 10. Luyendula changing the play at the line. Back to pass. Quick out to the right-hand side. Complete and falling out of bounds is Jalen Miller. 5-yard gain brings up a second down and 5.
The heart and soul of this offense, 944 yards on 50 receptions so far this season. 7 touchdowns and 18.9 yards per reception. Yeah. Wow, that is a deep threat.
Francis gets the ball on 2nd down and 5. Not quite the yardage that he got on that last run, but gains 3 and brings up a 3rd down and a short 2.
Kind of an interesting situation here with Carolina's very, very star-studded front 4. In fact, front 7. Are you going to try to... Oh, Carolina, geez. Wrong team, Matt. Queen City actually has also a good defense, so we'll see what happens here.
William Dula stepping up, throwing into the end zone, and way overthrowing Miller on that pass. You know, but Matt, you gotta, you see a pass like that, and you have to at least, you know, respect, especially as a quarterback, you know, putting that ball where at least it's not in harm's way. I mean, you know, obviously way too high for his receiver, but no chance of getting picked either. You know, you'd like to see him bring it down a little bit, but at least it wasn't going to be another interception.
Right, and I think he learned from the last play, you know, rather throw it long than throw it short and have it get picked and taken for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. 100 bits from PB and Jotter. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
As well as many subscriptions tonight from some old friends.
Yeah. Through 2K12, I think DPP was in there. Ram Voice, a.k.a. Rich Pratchard.
We haven't scared him away yet.
Yesterday. What's that?
We haven't scared him away yet.
No, he's stuck around for a few whole weeks now.
Just like we're stuck in Carolina.
Well, yeah. I had a car,
Their
and then that
tacos aren't
hurricane
good.
came through and washed it away. Kick taken back at the 10-yard line, returns straight into a crowd of Carolina defenders up to the 28. Queen City will take over on offense. Let's take a look at some of the key players here on the Queen City Corsairs. Quarterback A.J. Caswell and halfback Ash Odom. Wide receivers Dupree Hudson and Chris Curtis are the primary starters here on Queen City. Offset I formation here on 1st down. Caswell will throw, checks it down to the right-hand side. Gaining 5 yards is the fullback Hadley Diamante. 2nd down and 5.
Fullbacks are people too. Unless they drop the ball, then they're fired. I fired my full share of fullbacks in my day.
It's not very nice.
Hey, they're expendable.
Offset I the other way this time here on 2nd down and 5. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ball is handed off to Odom, hitting the backfield, but fighting his way back to the line of scrimmage. The market is a 1-yard loss.
I know I misspoke before in the last series, but there's that Carolina front 4 just collapsing the offensive line, and Odom had nowhere to go.
So Odom went back to the Pine, it appears, on 3rd down and 6. 5 receivers set. Caswell to throw deep down the right-hand sideline, and wow, Chris Curtis.
Nope,
he didn't catch that? How did he not catch that?
He must have been missing his glasses.
He might have left them on the side. Oh, now we got to do math. Mr. 23 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 bits from Mr. 23. And yeah, I was expecting a challenge there, Matt. He got at least 1 foot in.
Well, I don't know if his 1 foot hit out of bounds first. We'll have to see. Nice clean pocket for Caswell. And
oh yeah.
Geez. Boy.
He was doing a dance inside the
You could turn upfield and
after review,
let's see what the
pass has been ruled complete.
Yeah, okay. Good challenge by Eric Barkley. Getting
Ref 62
getting that one
is
overturned.
safe for another game somehow. Maybe he finally got glasses.
So that'll bring up a 1st down and 10. Up to the Carolina 42-yard line. 3 receivers set. High snap, and Caswell just starts running.
Yeah, you gotta be ready for the old Caswell sneak, but it didn't work that time.
Well, with the
Both
high snap,
started by
I think
the Skyhawks.
yeah, I think the high snap might have thrown it off. So let's take a look at the key players here on the Carolina defense. Beefy defensive line, as you mentioned, Matt. Julius Williams, a first-round pick. Bo Rivers Monroe, John Gregory, Christopher Sloan. We'll get to the rest here in a second. Caswell throwing into coverage. Nearly intercepted there by Tristan Hatley, who is the next key player on my list at the safety position. Also, Sir Chappelle, another safety at linebacker. Didn't forget you guys. Phil Hall and Shervon Prasad. Hard to forget them. Upwards of 70 tackles apiece.
Nice 600 bits. Thank you, Mr. Ron Cochran, the new leader in SFL all-time comebacks yesterday.
Caswell, back to throw. Throwing over the middle. And that one, I believe, is complete up to the 20-yard line. Hauled in by Melvin Kalu.
The third, or the second. Nice clean pocket for Caswell. Surveys the field. Finds the open seam in the zone. And, yep, nice, easy connection. Got to get pressure on Caswell. He'll pick you apart.
It's 5 receiver set here on first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Caswell looking to throw, throwing into the end zone and intercepted, throwing it right to the defense. Daniel Pruitt with the pick. That's devastating for the Corsairs.
Yeah, good old 84. Didn't you wear 84 when you were at Queen City?
83, always 83.
83. Okay, always 83. Well, someone just said that Caswell's accurate. Yeah, he's also accurate at throwing it to the other team. He has 19 picks. That's his 20th to 12 touchdowns. Not the best ratio in the SFL.
Uyadula hands the ball off to Francis. Running it back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Brings up second down and 10.
Yeah, Carolina needs that. They're not a team that's built to come from behind very easily. They've concentrated their money more on the defensive side of the ball, not the offensive side of the ball. So that's what they pay their defense to do, and that's what they did.
Uyadula throwing deep down the right side, way overthrowing Miller. You know, maybe. Do you think that first pick may have shaken him up a bit? I mean, there is a lot on the line tonight. You know, it's not an elimination game, but winning gets you in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know. He airmailed that one. He airmailed his other pass in the end zone. He doesn't want to throw a pick. I don't know that the pick is in the air. It smells like chicken.
I had chicken for dinner.
I had
Winner, chicken dinner. 5 receiver set here on third down and 10. Uyadula looking. Quick pass down the left sideline. That one is hauled in by Prasad. Huge gain on third down all the way up to the 46-yard line.
Hey, this guy's made a big impact in his 6 games. This is another beauty. You just look at it, lays this out, and oof, get mossed, son.
Seeing a few people in the chat asking if there's an updated playoff picture. We do not have an updated playoff graphic at this point, but that will be coming soon after we wrap up week 12 action. We do a quick out route to the left-hand side. Prasad catching it again. 4-yard gain up to midfield. Second down and 6.
That's probably where Uyadula is looking to go, to Prasad's way. Miller, his last couple of throws to him, have looked, I don't know if the timing's off, if Queen City's scheming correctly towards the side, but don't leave Prasad open. His stats don't lie. He's a dangerous man.
Uyadula about 58% completion percentage right now. A little
Far
bit better
below
than
his
that.
68%.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doing better than that on the season. Let's see if he recovers here. Quick pass over the middle, incomplete. That one into like triple coverage. Brings up a third down and 6.
And here we go. Let's see what they dial up here. They're going to bring all the receivers out again, or are they going to go a little more protection for Miller or for Uyadula? We'll see.
3rd and 6 from your Hawks, 50-yarder.
Yep. Let's see if these guys protect or they just go out.
You see the defense playing off a bit. Luyendula throwing. Getting back Miller's way. Miller jumps up and catches it that time all the way down to the 22-yard line for another Queen City first down.
Luyendula is taking some shots down the field. I thought that one was way overthrown, but Miller just, oof. More mossing. I think I'm growing moss in my body from all I can handle this. Someone get Randy down here. I mean, Luyendula's rating doesn't look so hot, but man, he's throwing two beautiful balls that were catchable by only his receivers.
Well, if he gets one into the end zone, it'll help that rating out quite a bit. Split Max in the backfield. Luyendula the throw, quick out route to Prasad on the left-hand side, gains 5. Brings up a second down and 5 on the play.
Yep, go big, then go short. Wonder what the game plan is with Francis here. He's kind of been quiet. He had that big run, but we haven't really seen too much more. I think maybe one run on this drive so far. So
yeah, only 5 attempts on the night so far. I mean, does have almost 50 yards, but like I said, he gained almost all of them on that one play. As he trucks over a defender right there, saying, "Hey, guess what, guys? I'm still here." First down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Come on, teammates, help him up. Nice blocking here. Fullback takes out the linebacker, and then oof, he takes out 25, and then I didn't get the number on the guy that took him out, but Achilles Frank looks like got one over.
3 receivers split out wide to the left. Luyendula to the throw, throwing into the end zone and complete for a Carolina touchdown. Bob Klein with the touchdown reception.
Oh no, not at the booth, not at the booth. All day to throw, and he was just wide open in the corner of the end zone. Oy.
Carolina takes the lead for the first time tonight here late in the first quarter. Minute 41 left to go. Extra point try forthcoming. Ezekiel Klein on for the attempt. Extra point is up and through. Ron Cochran donating 100 bits for the announcing crew.
Do I get them all?
You get 0 bits, Matt.
Oh.
All goes to Cameron, who's currently in Vegas betting away all of your bits. Kidding.
Yeah,
he's promoting the SFL.
And not getting us airfare out of Carolina.
That's fine. You know what? We'll just walk, man. We'll head out.
I can't.
Wait, then you'll roll. You'll be fine.
I'll
just hop on the back of your chair. You drive. We'll put a little blinking light on it so that people don't run us over. Kickoff fielded back at the 6-yard line. Oh, nice spin move, returning it up to the 34. DeBrown Knight cheering 100 bits, and then he says he wants his bits back after I jokingly said that Cam was betting it away. He's not. Keep sending in your bits.
There's no refunds on bits. So.
Yeah, there's no refunds here. I apologize. There's no refunds. So, 4 receivers set here on first down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Caswell hands the ball off to Ash Odom, running his way up the middle, trying to show everybody that he is the number 2 rusher in the league, one step ahead of A.J. Francis on the other side of the field. Football Dude 93 cheering 200 bits for Andy for some reason, but whatever, bits are bits. Offset I formation here on second down and 4. A minute to go here in the first quarter. Carolina showing pressure. Odom running along the left-hand side.
Not get the first down.
Got leveled just before the first down marker.
Looks like our little line is short.
Brings up a 3rd down and inches. Sir Chappelle leveling Ash Odom. That's not something that's easy to do. 6'1", 230-pound Ash Odom. But, I guess when you're the 6'3", 234-pound Sir Chappelle, it can be done. Crowd here in Carolina on their feet. Caswell to throw, throwing deep over the middle into coverage, and that is hauled in. complete all the way up to the 33-yard line. Chris Curtis with the reception.
Chris Curtis getting close to 1,000 yards on the season. Coming into this game, he had 969.
That actually should put him over right there.
Well, congratulations, more cake for everyone.
First and 10.
Only needed 31 yards to get there. Now he's at 48. So congratulations to Chris Curtis indeed. Now over 1,000 yards on the season. Jalen Miller actually hot on his heels too. Only needs another 23 yards to go in this game. Odom taking the ball along the left-hand side, breaking tackles all the way down to the 21-yard line. That's how you end the first quarter right there.
Yeah, Phil Hall saved the touchdown. I think he drags Phil Hall for about 10 yards, but if he doesn't make this, look at Phil Hall. Just please.
Phil Hall is no slouch either. I mean, 73 tackles, even 3 picks on the season for him. Getting dragged along there. It's the end of the first quarter. Queen City Corsairs 7, Carolina Skyhawks 10. Stay with us, and if you know anybody who's not here, hey, get him in here. Let's get the second quarter started. Nash Odom running straight up the middle into the red zone. Second down and 2 after an 8-yard gain. 1,200 bits from Matthew Nola. Season 13 rookie bits.
For next season, but is he playing for, he must play for New Orleans then, huh?
Bits is bits is bits. Not quite sure what that meant. Offset I formation here on second down and 2 from the Carolina 13-yard line. Queen City looking to reclaim the lead. Odom met at the line, but fights his way past the first down marker. First down and goal from the 10-yard line.
Yeah, now Queen City might be in a bit of a pickle here. They ran Odom 3 straight times. You kind of want to run him here at the 10, but you might only get one good rush left in him, and then his backup might come in. And that could be a little bit tricky.
4 receiver set. The first down and goal. Free play as Carolina jumps off sides. Out route Chris Curtis. He's just going to walk in the end zone untouched. Queen City reclaiming the lead with an easy, that looked like way too easy, touchdown pass.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 91. Defense. The penalty. The score is good.
That's how you use the offsides to your advantage. Throw a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what you want to see if you have a free play especially. But, man, nobody even covered Curtis.
That
He's
would've
only
been a
got over
touchdown
1,000
either
yards
way.
on the season. I mean, why would you want to, cover a guy like that?
Now he has, 7 touchdowns on the season? He had 6 coming in.
That is indeed his 7th touchdown on the season.
Lucky number 7s, like Vegas. Wait, we play Vegas next week. Is Cam doing something? Never mind. It's SFL conspiracies.
Oh, no. Don't get anything started. High snap, brought down. Extra point is up and through. You're watching the SFL Network on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music. Stay with us.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in a DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are hashtag Loading Legends in the SFL.
Kickoff returned up to the 30-yard line. Louis Ndula and AJ Francis and company coming back out onto the field to get another drive going. 9 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the first half. Back and forth game so far, Matt. Queen City out first, and Carolina tacking on a couple of scores to take the lead. Queen City takes it back. I think it's going to be like this the rest of the game.
We'll see. First one to... I don't know. So they first one to score loses. It doesn't work like
First
that.
one to be ahead when the clock hits 0.
There you
Wins
go.
the game. Deep pass on the right sideline. Tipped away by Nacho Sicario, intended for Jalen Miller. Second down and 10.
Yep. They got to take away Miller, take away Prasad, and make the make the low earners on the roster earn their keep.
31 yards.
Miller on the sideline here for this 2nd down and 10 play. Offset I formation. Francis lined up directly behind Luyendula. Luyendula to throw again. Checks it down to the right-hand side of the field, throwing it to the fullback. Freddie Greer for a 5-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd down and 5.
Freddie Greer. Not quite as cool as Freddie Fox. Love the Fox. Someone should sign that man. Make him a star.
Formation on 3rd down and 5. Luyendula, quick throw down the right-hand sideline, tipped away. Leroy Jenkins had a hand on it, incomplete. Caroline will have to punt it back to the Corsairs.
One thing I'm noticing about Luyendula's passing is he seems to have a little bit more loft, a little less velocity compared to Caswell. Although that worked well for his receivers in the last drive, it kind of caused him some issues on this drive. So we'll see if that plays into anything in the future.
Scott Davis back to punt for the Skyhawks. Punt is away. Kalu standing back at the 25-yard line, attempting to return it. Gets a couple yards on it. Gets it up to the 27-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Corsairs.
1st and 10. From the American. 27 yards.
3 receivers split out wide to the left for Queen City. 51 viewers in with us right now. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Caswell throws it over to the left-hand side, complete to Chris Curtis for a 1st down and more up to the 41-yard line.
Curtis fighting for every yard. Watch the back, son. They need you out there. So we'll see Curtis. I think it's another out. Yep. And then watch the effort by Curtis. He just lowers his shoulder. Actually, he doesn't. He's trying to spin. He's still driving the legs, even though he's being pushed back. That's dedication.
That's all the yards he can get tonight. You've already got over 1,000, Chris. You can calm down.
He wants a win.
Save some yards for everyone else. Sharing is caring. Odom takes a handoff, running around the right-hand side with blocker. Stiff arms the defender, breaks another tackle, and then finally gets leveled. Sir Chappelle leveling him again. I think he might have something against him.
We're seeing some high-end running today from both these backs. When Odom broke a boatload of tackles himself, let's see, 34 goes down, and then see that guy in 26. Oh, he's like, I'm finishing this off. Sir Chappelle, thank you, sir. May I have another? Said Odom never.
4 receivers to the right, to the left. Ball handed off to Odom, met right at the line of scrimmage. Phil Hall, I think he might have been a little bit upset about getting ran over by Odom on that last play. Meets him at the line and shoves him straight into the ground. 2nd down and 10.
Another member of the Epic Mustache Club.
Yes. Everybody should be part of the Epic Mustache
You
Club.
seem to shave yours off for the games. I don't understand, but maybe it's the aerodynamic thing.
Maximum speed. Odom taking it straight up the middle again. This time only gains 1. And bring up 3rd down and 9.
So now we get to see what Queen City dials up here. They have a lot of weapons on offense, and we're going to see every receiver they have.
Ash Odom taking a break out on the pine right now. Caswell throwing it over to the left-hand side, complete. But incomplete. Oh, actually he caught it, but he's going to be short of the sticks. Brings up a 4th down and a very long 7.
Let's see Sir Chappelle, or not Sir Chappelle, Luyendula catch the receiver. I think it was Dupree Hudson, and say, yep, thanks, buddy. Didn't get the first.
Ricky Matthews on to punt for Queen City.
I hear AJ Caswell's a demanding fellow. It kind of sounds like grouchy Dan Marino to me.
Punt is away, angled for the sideline, bouncing down to the 5, and he is able to stay out of the end zone, downing it at the 3-yard line.
And Thomas there went to gymnastics class. I thought he waited too long. Nope, he said, legs up, I'm not going into the end zone. Now this is where your high-paid running back has to earn his feet. No safeties, please.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that we've been seeing a lot of good running, high-octane running here. Number 2 and number 3 running backs in the league in tonight's game. So you're going to see some good running. Here's a good one right now, running along the left side. Thought he was going for even more than that, but gains 4, getting a little bit out of the shadow of their own end zone. 2nd down and 6 from the Carolina 8-yard line.
Yeah, Carolina, I think, should just play it safe. Give it to him again. See if Francis can get them even closer to first down yardage.
Offset I formation on 2nd down and 6. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Francis running up the middle for a gain of about 3 will bring up a 3rd down and 2. Matt, as a quarterback, you got to like a 3rd down and 2. It gives you a variety of options. It's a manageable 3rd down. It's obviously definitely better than being backed up like they have been a few times tonight where they have 3rd and long situations.
You just got to watch your play calling here. It's supposed to take a long 2 and
out route to the right-hand side, complete to Miller, and that'll do it right there.
That's how you use an out route, boys and girls. 3rd and 2, you throw it for 5. Boom. Don't throw it for 5 on 3rd and 8.
No, that won't get you enough yards, man.
Well, I mean, unless the guy's a superhuman and spins and
stretches and all sorts of other crazy stuff. Louis Ndula now 12 of 20 on the day. In the gun with 3 receivers. Flanked by a running back to each side. Louis Ndula will throwing down the left-hand sideline. Complete, hauled in by Prasad. A nice jumping catch up to the 42-yard line.
And that's what I said about Louis Ndula. He throws those balls up in the air, and this thing, well, yeah, it's like the 3rd Moss of the day. Ay. Carolina's got to rename their team. Get Randy Moss to sponsor them. That'd be a heck of the Carolina Mosses.
Carolina Moss. Louis Ndula will throw on 1st down and 10. Out route to Jalen Miller. Complete, gains a few extra after completing the pass. Brings up a 2nd down and 2 from midfield.
Carolina driving there, working themselves. Even a field goal in this kind of a game is well worth the effort. Just don't take any high risks. Hopefully they got the picks out of the way on both sides.
1,000-yard watch for Miller, getting ever so closer. 9 yards away from 1,000 on the season. Francis takes a handoff straight up the middle with room to run and more, getting all the way up to the 39-yard line for another Carolina Skyhawks 1st down and a weird little dance.
What's this 1,000-yard dance? Needed 9, got a lot more than that.
No, Miller needs 9, the receiver.
Well, Miller needs 9, sorry. My bad. Well, he was doing a dance because he got, he was having a good time.
Offset I for 1st down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Francis takes a handoff, running up into a host of tacklers, gains 2, brings up a 2nd down and 8. And yeah, Francis, he passed 1,000 yards quite a while ago. Came into the game with 1,524 yards, 3rd leading rusher in the SFL. Now over, actually, let's see, math. Yes, he's over 1,600 yards now on the season. That hurt my brain doing all the math real quick.
Yeah,
I formation. 3 receivers. Louis Ndula back to throwing over the middle. Oh, gets over the coverage, and there is your 1,000 yards for Jalen Miller. So congratulations to him as well on that milestone.
There you go. He flexed for his 1,000.
1,000-yard flex, getting just
Look at
past
that,
the
run a
coverage.
little slant there. Little posts and easy stuff. Queen City defense kind of sleeping on this drive. They gotta buckle down.
This has been a long drive. It seems like Carolina's been on the field for a while. Luyendula throwing into the end zone, incomplete,
Oh.
targeting Miller. And that thing was a laser beam.
Well, I said he was floating the ball. The last couple passes have been more rockets. I don't know if you heard me or not.
He fixed that one. That one was thrown on a rope.
It's a little too much heat.
2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 from the 11. Can actually get a first down without scoring. 3 receivers split out wide to the right. Luyendula to throw. Checking it down to Francis. Might be a holding call. See a flag on the field.
Holding or legal man downfield? Eligible?
Clipping. Number 51.
Oh,
Offense.
The infamous clipping. Matt, that's your favorite penalty from what I hear.
2nd down.
I almost said a word I should. I didn't say it.
Live on the air, Matt.
What?
Live on the air.
Where's the clip? Oh, ref 62. U.S. Special man.
Special indeed. Luyendula coming back to the line for now a 2nd and 29. Which is, it's practically a 2nd and goal. They're, a yard out.
Yeah. Now they're in field goal range.
From
so.
the 30. Luyendula trying to get it all back right here.
Oh,
Somehow
no.
Prasad drops the ball.
Oh, Lordy. I was praising him, and he's making maximum Buco bucks. Passes. Oh, jeez. Kelvin Benjamin-esque. Stevie Johnson-esque. If
Oh,
it hits you in the hands, gotta catch that ball. That's a touchdown.
that would have reclaimed the lead for the Skyhawks. So 3rd down and 29, not quite the same as the 3rd and 2 we were looking at earlier on in this drive, seemingly 48 minutes ago. Luyendula throwing down the right sideline. Jalen Miller walks into the end zone for the touchdown, converting a 3rd and 29. Wow.
That's some bad coverage. All you gotta do is drop and just don't let him score, pretty much. Let's see what they're playing tight. He blows by that. Yeah, 24. Ooh, is he out of? It was
Might have been an
almost
illegal touch.
touching.
Yeah,
I guess he just made it.
he was close to the sideline there. No, I watched the replay again, and no, his foot actually was still in.
Well, now AJ's yelling at the defense. What a guy. What a hero.
So Carolina reclaiming the lead. Back and forth again. Queen City will get the ball back with probably about 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go after the kickoff and return. Extra point is up and through. 17-14, Skyhawks over the Corsairs. I think we might
Still
be
a
in
lot of
for
ball.
in for a shootout tonight, Matt.
I said bring your sparklers, folks. Did anybody in the chat bring sparklers?
I have actually boxes upon boxes of sparklers at my house.
Isn't it fan night?
It is fan night. Fan night game of the week. The last one.
Sparklers.
This is it.
Sparklers for everyone.
This is it. There's no fan night game of the week next week. All getting ready for the playoffs. Get more into how next week's format is going to look a little bit later on in the ball game. Kalu brings it up to the 26-yard line. So 74 yards to go, 2 minutes, 29 seconds to do it. All 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. Plenty of time for Queen City to run their normal offense and get down the field, especially when you have a guy like Ash Odom averaging darn near 6 yards per carry on the season.
This is a good defense to run on, or at least I would try.
Odom takes a handoff. All sorts of running room to the left.
Oh, man.
Gets wrapped up and tackled. If he had trucked through that defender,
He might have been gone.
he could have been gone. But that's Sir Chappelle. And Sir Chappelle's been having quite a night, absolutely blowing up Odom on some plays. That one just kind of gently brings him down to the ground. But big game here tonight as the winner of this game advances on to the playoffs.
Playoff.
For sure. The loser does not necessarily advance or get knocked out. And, you know, both of these teams have been doing really good. Heck, 2 weeks ago, they were both at 7-1. You know, and now it's 7-3. You know, it's been slipping as of late, but you know, these are teams that know how to win, and with one more game to go after this one, the team that loses still has a good shot at making the playoffs. Odom running around the left-hand side, getting all the way up to midfield before finally being brought down by Tristan Hatley. And that's going to definitely help get the Corsairs into scoring range.
Yeah, and there's the Odom we know and love. Just taking that guy. Oh, we don't get to see the. There it is. And again, he's not great. He didn't have a really good angle on Odom. If you don't get two hands and just put your shoulder into him, you're not going to really bring him down.
First and 10.
DT93 Skyhawk checking in on the chat. It's okay that you're late as long as you're here now. We have a shootout going. You came to watch a good game. Caswell back to throw on first down and 10. Throwing it over to the right-hand side. Complete. Hauled in by Kalu. But a flag on the play.
Ref 62 might strike again. Let's see.
Pass interference. Number 32.
So a rare pass interference call on Daniel Pruitt of the Skyhawks. So he bumped Kalu. Yeah, he was making a play on the ball. I think it's kind of a ticky-tack penalty. You know, I mean, both the receiver and the defender have a right to go for the ball. And if you're both playing the ball, you really can't call interference, even if they run into each other. But they do. Didn't matter anyway. The pass was complete. First down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Empty backfield. Caswell, quick out route to the left-hand side, hauled in by Dupree Hudson for a gain of 5 yards. Brings up a second down and 5.
Yeah, fine play. I mean, Queen City can just do whatever they want here. They can run the ball, they can throw the ball, they can run outs. I mean, they got 3 timeouts, a minute 47. The drive is their oyster. Depends on how they execute them.
57 viewers watching the game live with us tonight. Appreciate everybody being here. Ash Odom taking a handoff, running up the right-hand side. He could go all the way if he can get past, but he can't get past Sir Chappelle, the bane of Odom's existence tonight. But Odom with a huge gain and a first down and 10 from the 11-yard line.
And I guess if you want an Odom blocker, just spray on some Sir Chappelle. You should get a deodorant line or something. Want to bust odor? Spray on some Chappelle. Wonderful.
It sounds like a really nice scent.
That's French.
Offset I formation. Caswell deep drop. Checks it down to Odom behind the line of scrimmage. Odom running back up. Gains only a yard. Brings up a second down and 9 as we tick inside 1 minute to go here in the first half.
This is not the worst strategy for Queen City. They're running clock, so Carolina can't get it back. Of course, now they're in a hurry, but we'll see what happens here.
Split backs. Odom takes the handoff, running up the middle, trucking over a couple of defenders. Gains a few, third down and 5, and a timeout called by the Corsairs. 41 seconds to go here in the first half.
That was Chappelle again. This man's possessed.
Chappelle might be like on Odom watch. You know, he's just like, normally you'd have a spy for the quarterback. He's just the Ash Odom spy. Trips formation off to the left-hand side. Caswell to throw. Or he'll just run it in himself, and he slides into the end zone safe for the touchdown. H.A. Caswell taking care of business on his own.
He's been known to do that from time to time. I tried that in the game, and I got blasted before I went into the end zone. So, you know, still a work in progress, but I'll get there eventually. Great job by Caswell. Puts his team up and gives Carolina very little time to respond.
Yeah, back and forth we go. Carolina looking to now reclaim the lead on their own. They still have all 3 of their timeouts, but they'll probably be just north of 30 seconds to go. A little bit more difficult, but, you know, hey, maybe just hand the ball off to Francis, see what he can do. Extra point is up and through. 4-point lead for the Corsairs. 21-17 is your score.
Don't forget for the exciting kick return. That could set up some good field position for Carolina as well.
Ball is teed up. Ricky Matthews set to kick it away. Kick taken back at the 10-yard line. Prasad returns it up to the 31. Good return on the play. They're at the 30. You want to get, maybe 40, 45 yards or so if you can to at least get in field goal range and make it a 1-point game, I should say, rather.
Just get 10 yards, timeout, 10 yards, timeout, and see where you are.
Yeah.
It's a good. It just don't have to go big. Just be safe and consistent.
Lula checks it down to Francis on the right side.
Oh God! Look out!
Incomplete pass. Runs over his own player.
24 is down. He might be in the red tent. Poor guy.
Second down and 10, 30 seconds to go.
Let's go. 2nd and 10 from your Hawks, 32-yard.
Four receiver set. Luyendula under center. Ball is handed off to Francis, trucking over a defender up the middle. Gains a few, gets up to 3rd down and 7. And stopped at the line of scrimmage, and that will probably be the end of the first half. I think they were just wanted to hold on to those timeouts and see if they could at least get to midfield with them, but not going to happen.
That's the end of the second quarter.
That will bring us to the end of the first half. Your score at the half: Queen City Corsairs 21, Carolina Skyhawks 17. Stay with us. We will be back after halftime. Welcome back to David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Get the second half underway. I am Mike Daggs, joined along in the booth with Matt Wilson, Hall of Famer Bronze Bomber himself, Scott LaRue, with us on Stats tonight. Appreciate everybody being here as we get the second half underway. Kalu turns the ball up to the 31-yard line, and Queen City, Matt, now with the lead and possession, and maybe looking to extend that lead to make it a two-score game and make themselves a little bit more comfortable in this one.
Yeah, touchdown would go a long way in those two-possession games. Again, Carolina wants to keep it close. They've been able to do that so far. So the D needs to step up big time on this drive.
Odom takes the handoff here on first down with plenty of running room along the right-hand side, up past the 45-yard line.
Guess who got him?
Now with 116 stats. Sir Chappelle now with 1,400 tackles on the day. Take a look at some of the first half stats. A.J. Caswell having a very efficient day, 10 of 12, and one of those incompletions was a pick. So minus that pick, he's only got the one incompletion, 83% completion percentage. Ash Odom now with 116 yards, had 101 going into halftime with a touchdown. Chris Curtis, 72 yards receiving through the air, pushing him up over 1,000 for the season. Caswell checks it down over the middle to Kalu. First down yardage into Carolina territory up to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Caswell under some pressure. Good job to dump that ball off, and Kalu did the rest. Right there, he got hit, threw a nice ball to Kalu, and Kalu just dragging some people for an extra yard or two. Always appreciated.
So we looked it up at halftime, Matt, and A.J. Caswell does indeed, I saw it in the chat, but A.J. Caswell does indeed have 4 rushing touchdowns on the season now, which is nice run by Odom, which is significantly more than the next closest running back, Rob Roby, with 1 rushing touchdown on the season. And the next closest quarterback, well, 0. Nobody else has any. So
I got it to the 1, okay?
Did you get in?
I'll
were
say
there
I'm
points
third
on the board?
list. Almost.
Okay. Guess what? That means you didn't score. 3. Sorry, buddy. 3 receivers split out wide to the right. Odom runs it up for the first down, easily untouched until he gets tackled at the 27-yard line. Odom having quite a night. 7.6 yards per carry and a touchdown. A.J. Francis having a good night, too.
Why would you do anything else? He's averaging 7 yards a carry. I mean,
Yeah, just keep
7
handing it
times
off.
3 is a lot.
7 times 3 is a lot.
It's been a while since 5th grade.
Odom takes a handoff on first down, running clean down the right sideline for 6 yards. Finally tackled. Second down and 4. Good blocking by Queen City.
Yeah, Hatley got him, though, and I was expecting a bigger run. I was afraid for Carolina there, but luckily they did the best they could with the blocking that was presented to them.
Offside I formation on second down and 4. 4-3 defense for Carolina. Odom trying to truck his way through, but Sir Chappelle, he has his number, Matt.
I'm just going to call him Chappelle.
Chappelle. I don't like how you're saying that. It's freaking me out.
It's a set she can't resist, Chappelle.
Maybe Andy should try it.
It couldn't hurt, for God's sake.
Odom takes a handoff along the left-hand side, tackled for a loss on the play. Shervan Prasad getting in on the action.
And now they forced a field goal, but it'll be a touchdown game if this is made. We've seen some, at least I saw a peculiar miss from like 25 yards or 30 yards. It was a gimme, and so you never know unless you pay your kicker well in the SFL.
38-yard try here. Ricky Matthews has the kick away, and it is up and through. 7-point lead Queen City 24, Carolina Skyhawks 17. You're watching the SFL on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library, and custom music house.
Oh, and Prasad breaks the tackle, running past midfield, all the way to the 40, down to the 30. Finally tackled at the 29. I'm trying to talk over the ad, but Prasad making it hard to not call that one. Holy smokes.
Yeah, the old commercial break. I mean, oof.
The commercial break curse.
Oh, if Prasad did not double spin, well, I don't know.
He's still going.
Yeah, I was going to say if he double spin, he might have scored, but then spun again to get rid of the kicker, so I don't know.
Finally tackled by Jack Thomas.
Carolina's
that
in
puts,
business.
yeah, that puts Carolina in excellent field position, starting at the Queen City 29-yard line. And they're going to try to take advantage of that one quick as they come out with a 5 wide receiver set. Luyendula to throw, stepping up into the pocket. Decides to throw it short, and that one is incomplete. Bounces off the hands of his receiver, Bob Klein.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's a fireable offense.
Let's go. 2nd and 10.
I don't play around.
Oh, clearly, yeah. I'm surprised I'm still on the team.
Yeah, I know you dropped another one last game.
Oh, wow.
Right? He complains. I hit him in the hands. Boing.
That hand stung. Francis takes a handoff, running up the middle, showing why he's got the stats that he does. Huge gain. 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, I turned around the drive quickly there. Now they can. I would just run him again.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I think you have to, Matt. I mean, you know, with the amount of yards that he can get every time he touches the ball. Yeah, he's been stopped at the line a couple of times tonight, and they'll throw, proving us both wrong. But hey, why
They're
not?
the fullback.
Checking it down to the fullback, Freddie Greer with another reception on the day.
Fast Freddie Greer.
1st down
He's
and
not
10
fast.
from the Queen City 15-yard line.
And yeah, I would never have called that play in a million years if I was the OC. Let's throw it to the fullback with his hands of stone. But, hey, it worked out, so credit to the team. They know what they got.
So 1st down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Luyendula under center. Will throw. Checks it down to Francis on the left. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 2nd down and 10. Oscar Dunkley with the tackle.
Francis like, why didn't you just run the ball?
Yeah, you can just hand it to me, right?
I just like it behind the O-line.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's funny how those halfbacks like actually having blockers out in front of them. Francis with his blockers. Can't get much this time. Only a gain of, look like about 2.
Now, and I think you have to run at this Green City defense. They're playing off. They're not playing any base 4-3 that I can see. So I would try to hit them right up the gut. Because if you're going to go even sideways a little bit, then all those corners and linebackers are going to close in on you.
3rd down and 9. Looking to keep this drive alive. Would be a 30-yard field goal try from here, but would still have a 4-point deficit. Firing into the end zone. Complete for the touchdown. All of my field goal stats are now irrelevant. Harish Prasad with another one.
Prasad, well, he's making up for his drop, that one he had earlier in the game. And oh boy, I said sparklers. We might want to double up on the sparklers.
I think we
it's
need
getting
straight
hot
up
here.
fireworks, Matt.
Well, they're launching missiles. I didn't bring missiles. I mean, I said fireworks, but I think they took it too literally here in Carolina.
Fireworks are fun. No, yeah, they're fine. Don't worry. They're just
F-16
pretty.
missiles are even more fun.
They're not actual missiles, man. We'll be fine.
It looks like F-14. I don't know.
Very beautiful stadium down here in
It
Raleigh.
is. We just had teepees in Mexico City. I
That's
gotta
all
talk
we
to
need.
Ramos.
Yeah, we got to up the decoration game. Extra point is up and through. Game all tied up with just under 5 to go here in the third quarter. The shootout continues. Now it's going to be up to the Carolina defense to put a stop to the Queen City offensive attack. And, I think they got to who do you focus in on, actually? I mean, you got to stop Ash Odom. But Caswell's 11-13 on the day. I mean, if you stop Odom, Caswell's just picking you apart. It's a death by 1,000 paper cuts.
I'd stop Odom because we're in for another wild ride there because Caswell has 20 picks on the season. He's far in the negative as it comes to throwing the ball around. So I think you want to make Queen City one-dimensional as far as the passing game is concerned. Get Caswell in those third and longs, second and longs, and see how he responds.
Jason 1347 with 100 bits. DeBrown Knight with another 200 bits.
Come on, chat, make it sparkle with bits.
Sparkly bits. Odom not stopped on that play until he gained 7. Brings up a second down and 3. Ash Odom, 143 yards and a touchdown. Now on the day, averaging 6.8 per carry. That's a touchdown every 2 carries. That's crazy numbers, what we're seeing here. 128
Touchdown.
bits from PB and Jotter.
You say a touchdown every 2 carries?
I might have said that, but I meant a first down. If
Okay,
I
I
did
was
say a
just like,
touchdown.
I don't think that computes.
Math is hard. Odom taking the handoff straight up the middle this time, diving through some defenders for a first down up to the 41-yard line.
Now we'll see if they just keep feeding it to Odom or if they defense is
would.
playing up. I might try something here. You got 3 receivers to the left. One a little out route, a little curly curl.
Caswell's just going to go deep over the middle, and that
Yeah.
works too. Chris Curtis. Nope, that's not Chris Curtis. I lied. Dupree Hudson with the reception all the way down to the 35-yard line. And just like that, Queen City is in, at least knocking on the door of scoring range.
Yeah, it's beautifully thrown ball, beautiful run route, and he holds on. That's the most important thing. But I guess my curly curl route was, not what the doctor ordered. Good thing I'm not a coach. I only supplied the tacos.
They are delicious. So first down and 10 from the Carolina 35-yard line. Caswell under center. Odom offset to his right. Caswell will throw out route to the left-hand side, complete to Hudson and turning upfield. It's funny. Caswell was picking on Hudson in the chat just a little bit ago, saying he should change his number to 0 because he just catches it and runs straight out of bounds, no yards after the catch. But I think he learned there, got a few yards on that one. He gained another 5 or 6?
I'll just take a receiver that catches any ball I throw to him. So if he doesn't like him, he can go over to Mexico City and be loved.
Who's you replacing?
We'll send you a tight end that can't catch worth a darn.
Wow. All right, I'll go back to Queen City. I'm blocking a tight end. Caswell back to throw on first down. Out route to the right-hand side. Incomplete. Chris Curtis out of bounds before he could wrangle that one in.
Caswell says deal, but I don't think he's the guy that makes those decisions.
Let's go. 2nd and 10.
Caswell and I had fun in the playoffs last season. I threw 3 touchdown passes to him. Put me on the map. Odom takes the handoff, running along the right-hand side. Looked a little slow on that play, just getting back to the line of scrimmage to bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he's been used a lot during this drive, and I think he's starting to feel the effects. So now you got to dial up another big play if you're Queen City.
Crowd here in Raleigh on their feet, making as much noise as they can to help out their defense. Caswell back to throw, firing into the end zone and nearly intercepted. That could have been a huge momentum shift for Sir Chappelle. Been everywhere. He's just been everywhere tonight.
Well, field goal again. That's kind of been Queen City's MO this half. They had another drive, kind of long. Had to kick a field goal. The same one here. Similar drive. Now have to try another field goal. Hope it's good. And hope Carolina doesn't strike back with a touchdown because, as we know, 7 is more than 3.
The 34-yard field goal try is on its way. It's up, and it is good. Queen City reclaiming the lead once again. I've totally lost track of how many times we've had a lead change in this ball game.
Yeah, it's been tied or lead been changed at least 4 or 5 different times, I would think. So, tell you,
At least.
if someone's not watching, great game. Tune in. Playoff implications on the line for not just these teams, but other teams in the league. So everyone should be watching, except for Andy.
Mad Andy can stay too. Although I haven't seen him in the chat in a while, so maybe he left us. Mr. 23, AJ Caswell, Eric, JDWA, PB and Jotter, DeBrown Knight, Mr. 23, have I already said that one? I don't even know. DT93, Skyhawk, Jason 1347, and everybody else. Thank you for being here. 52 people and counting. Close ball game. Lulian Dula quick fires over the middle and is tipped and picked off. Bounced off the hands of Miller.
Jalen Miller. Oh, no.
Nacho Cicarillo with the interception.
Yeah, Sicario just going right into his hands.
And wow, what a rare thing to see for Jalen Miller to not catch that ball.
Oh. Yeah, he's probably feeling gutted on the sidelines. But
Yeah.
you know what you have to do, buddy, is when you get back on the field next, catch a ball and just run into the end
burn
zone.
him. That'll quiet him down, right? Queen City reclaims possession from the 39-yard line. Odom running along the right-hand side. Tristan Hatley trying to do his best Sir Chappelle impersonation, I should say.
Number 34, credited with the tackle.
Levels Odom after a 4-yard gain, brings up a 2nd down and 6, and already Queen City knocking on the door again. You know, they'd really like to get a touchdown here. It would make it a 2-score game. You know, getting another field goal really doesn't do them a whole heck of a lot of good, you know, other than obviously giving them a 6-point lead. Odom, 1st down, up to the 28.
Yeah, that was good blocking there. Odom is looking very slow. And, I mean, he just follows his block and then just can't break any tackles like usual. So, if Carolina can keep Queen City out of the end zone there, one of their weapons might not be up to 100% for the rest of this game if they continue to give them the ball like this.
Offset I formation. Caswell will throw. Finds a receiver open on the left. Dupree Hudson runs it in for the touchdown, and Queen City extends it to a 2-score ball game.
Oof. Let's see, just all day. He knew it. One of the corners there, and I didn't catch his number, went for the ball, and maybe that's when you should have played the receiver, son, unfortunately.
And it's been surprising to me, you know, watching this game so far. I mean, Carolina's defensive line has 4 highly touted defensive linemen, and they're just not getting pressure. I don't think Caswell's gone down even once. You know, when you invest that much money in your defensive line, you expect to get a little bit more production out of them. We're watching the SFL on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Follow the SFL on Twitter @SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Saad takes the ball, zone 7, spins, trying to have another impressive return. wanting to help get his team back in this ball game. Down 10, minute to go here in the third quarter.
So a lot of time. We've seen comebacks, two crazy ones this week between Dallas and Alaska. So anything is possible.
First down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Luyendula has time to throw. Oh, gosh, I thought that one was going to get picked. It looked like he was throwing it right to 54. Instead, that is complete for a first down up to the 43-yard line.
Did they get him off the street? What happened to 54? I mean, look at this ball. It's like, hi. He did the Miss America wave. Come on, man.
Just waved
Two
the ball
hands
as someone
up.
passed.
Yeah, I don't know. Giving Carolina chances here, and you don't want to do that.
High snap. Luyendula brings it in. Quick pass down the left side, but
Nope.
incomplete. Prasad out of bounds before he can haul that one in.
Oof. That ball was thrown with a little more velocity there. He might have been able to put down, but this is a big challenge here.
The Hawks are challenging.
So we'll have to see on this replay.
Let's take a look. Will we get a good angle? And
Come on, cameraman.
Can't
Show us
tell.
the feet. Couldn't see the feet.
I think he got in.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The
And
catch
they
was missed
do
prior to going
overturn
out of bounds.
the ruling on the field, so it is a completion and a first down and 10
First down.
for the Skyhawks.
Ref 62 is blocking the replay, so you can't tell whether he's, which side he's shading to or not.
So first down and 10 from the 44-yard line, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Francis ducking over a tackler and getting his way up to the 34-yard line. 9-yard gain brings up a second down and 1.
Moving his team into scoring position, and even if they get 3, it's a touchdown game. Just want to keep it to that one possession. That's where Carolina likes it. Look at that. Lowered the shoulder, but he actually did a good job of dodging there. It works in multiple ways.
Second and 1.
A.J. Francis now with over 100 yards running on the day. I would have thought he would have hit that a while ago just based on how much running we've seen, but 15 carries, 101 rushing yards, averaging 6.7 per carry. There's another 6.7 on that play. First down and 10 from the 28-yard line.
That's the end of the
So that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Your score after 3. Corsairs 34, Skyhawks 24. Get the fourth quarter started with Carolina now in scoring range, looking to cut this 2-score game back down to a 1-score game. Francis running right into the heart of the defensive line. Second down and 9. Game of
Good
only
run
one.
right there. Both guys above their average for the season. So, I mean, if you can do that, you've been successful. But it's just all the other factors that come in. The receiving touchdowns, the interceptions. Where does it land?
Francis takes the handoff, running straight into a defender. Wrapped up and tackled by Avery King. No gain on the play. Third down and 8. Gets the market as a 1-yard gain.
And now you got to put it in Luyendula's hands and see if he can get you a score or a first down at least.
3 receivers split out wide to the right. Luyendula to throw. Throwing it short, nearly tipped, completed to Jalen Miller up to the 20-yard line. Slides out of bounds, brings up a fourth down and 3.
Trot out Klein, see what he can do.
37-yard field goal try forthcoming. It's not the worst thing, though, Matt. I mean, obviously you always want to get touchdowns on every drive, but when you're able to still get 3 points out of your drive and it cuts it down from a 2-score game back to a 1-score game, now you're putting it on the shoulders of your defense to get a stop, get the ball back.
I was going to say, you were assuming the field goal was going to be good, which is never assumed, people. Yes. Ezekiel Klein puts it through. And now Carolina's defense has got to step up. They have to. I mean, there's still time, I guess, if Queen City scores another field goal, but no more touchdowns. The touchdown bank is closed. The end zone has a fence over it. Or a great wall. A big, beautiful wall.
I'm not going there. Kicker turned up to the 27-yard line. A.J. Caswell in the chat saying that he's preparing to throw an interception to Carolina. At least that's how I read it. So, not quite sure what the strategy would be there.
We get some secret sideline reporting going on.
First and 10. From the
Ash Odom takes a handoff on first down. 4-yard gain up the middle, 2nd down and 6.
Pickup of 3 on the play. Number 30.
Good start. Again, touchdown ties the game, so you're in no hurry. You have a lot of time on the clock. Just
Second and 6.
run your normal offense. Just make sure you're getting those first downs any way you can.
4 receivers set here on 2nd down and 6. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Caswell will throw. Oh, was just getting ready to check it down. And I was going to say Christopher Cologne's had kind of a quiet night. Tacking on a sack right there. Better late than never. That was what we were looking for, is for the defense to step up. And Christopher Cologne now with double-digit sacks on the season.
Now it's puts Caswell, like I said, in a tough 3rd and long. Let's see how he responds.
Caswell deep down the right side.
Well,
Chris Curtis wide open down to the 30, 20. I don't think anyone's going to stop him. He's in the end zone for a touchdown.
the wall has been shattered. It's now tattered and burned. And Carolina's got to be sad about that. That was just Curtis running to go, and no one's there. I don't know where the defense was. I couldn't see what was going on, but yeah, not what you're looking for if you're Carolina. I guess the only bright side is they scored fast, so you have time to score back fast. But
still plenty of time to go. But yeah, that's painful because now it's a 2-touchdown game, assuming this extra point goes through.
Yeah.
Well, still a 2-touchdown game regardless, right? But
right for the tie. Yes, 14 points. Math.
Ricky Matthews kicks the extra point up and through. 14-point ball game. Once again, we'll have to see Carolina come back out and try to answer. And at this point, I mean, 8.5 to go is plenty of time, but you almost want to say that it's touchdown or bust. If they get down in scoring range, I don't know if you want to take the field goal here. If it's 4th and short, let's say.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're on the 50 or closer, just
right.
I would go for it on
You're in Queen City territory. You got to keep on firing. You need 2 touchdowns just to tie.
Right.
Prasad returns it up to the 29-yard line. 8 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the ball game. 53 viewers in the chat. Thank you all for being here with us this evening for the final fan night of Season 12. It's hard to believe that it's almost already wrapping up. It seems like just yesterday we were at the convention down in Texas. Louis Ndula checks it down to Francis behind the line of scrimmage. Francis with some blockers out in front of him. Gains his way up to the 43-yard line and
gets out of bounds. And I'm not saying that's the key thing right now, but hey, anytime you can get, and he was running out of time too, but Francis looks refreshed and ready to go. So and
Nice.
that's the way I'd like to see him used right now in this game. I mean, you might take a handoff or two, but use him in the screen game, use him as a receiver, get him out in space, and try to get some chunk plays like that.
Full house formation here on 1st down and 10. Francis takes a handoff straight up the middle, not even touched until he gains 5 yards, wrapped up by Zane Doty. 2nd down and 5.
No, they go against my advice, try to get a run. They get 5. So they're getting close to that, 50-yard line territory here where it's 1st down or bust, touchdown or bust.
Julian Dula back to throw, checks it down to Francis. Francis trucking over Leroy Jenkins.
Well, Leroy, go back to World of Warcraft, buddy.
3rd down and a manageable 2 yards from just about midfield.
They're ready to criticize that play, but it doesn't now. Instead of a 3rd and 5, it's 3rd and 2. Makes it much more manageable here. But
yeah, and we'll have to see what they do here, because this is the exact situation we were talking about in Queen City territory and short yardage to get the 1st down if they don't make it here. Francis takes the handoff, gets back to the line of scrimmage, not even.
No.
4th down and 3 from midfield, and this is what we had mentioned. So do you go for it? Do you try to pin them deep? I don't know if you have enough time left.
I would go for it. I would run some kind of out. But
Looks like James Klein has decided not to. Sends out his punter, Scott Davis. Going to pin him deep, put it back on the shoulders of the defense. Queen City coming for it. Punt is taken back at the 16, so just a 34-yard swing there from midfield up to the 16-yard line.
now, maybe they'll get a pick and they'll prove us all wrong. But they got to watch everyone now. I mean, I think they were playing Odom too close, and Curtis got loose, and that was it.
You can see the corners playing off a little bit here. About 7-8 yards away from the receivers. Caswell under center. I would expect to see a heavy dose of Odom, but I would expect incorrectly. Pass is hauled in by Chris Curtis, gain of 5 on the out route.
It's out of bounds, though. And not saying yet. It's going to have to be if the D-line can get a sack or an incompletion, then it's going to be a very interesting 3rd down, but we're not there yet.
2nd down and 5 from the 20-yard line. Offside I formation. Caswell under center hands the ball off to Odom, running down the right side.
Oh, no.
And if 79 could have gotten up to block Tristan Hatley, that would have been a massive run for Odom.
Hatley possibly, well, at least, not drive saving, but drive preventing.
Yeah, I don't think
First
there was
down.
anyone else behind him.
No. So now I think we're going to get Odom again. I would be Obsidian. We'll see if Carolina can stop him.
Eric Barkley in the chat trying to school Odom. Wait for the block.
Oh,
Odom, no
God.
blocking that time. Smashed in the backfield. Shervan Prasad. 2 tackles for a loss. That's the drive-saving tackle that you were looking for. Ricky Matthews on to punt for Queen City, and Carolina's going to get another shot at it here on offense.
Haven't heard that Prasad's name called much, but got to come out when it's needed. And here we go.
Punt is away. Harish Prasad standing back at his own 40, scoots his way up to the 46-yard line. 54 yards to go. 5 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the ball game. 2 touchdowns, though. 2 touchdowns are needed just to tie this one back up.
Yeah, but to me the key here is, okay, step 1, score a touchdown. Step 2, depending on the time, I'd love to score quickly, and then if Queen City goes into clock management mode, you have your 3 timeouts.
Right. Got to save the 3 timeouts right now. You want to score first. 4 receivers set, out route, left-hand side. Not able to keep his feet in bounds is Prasad. 2nd down and 10.
Good idea, bad execution, unfortunately. Just a little too far out on that out route. getting a little heated here. These two teams know this is a big game.
2nd and 10 from Royal Hawks. 37
Luyendula in the gun. 3 receiver set. Luyendula under pressure, and he gets thrown down for a huge sack. 3rd down and 17. Not what they were looking for here on offense.
This was not part of my step system.
Luyendula trying to get that first down, and he gets it. Throws it to Jalen Miller with a jumping reception up to the 39-yard line, and Carolina will hurry back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Mossed 4 times today.
Luyendula going to Miller again, and that one's tipped away and incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Leroy Jenkins.
Stops the clock, lets him reset the formation, but that's a huge play. Miller was probably feeling horrible after that last ball bounced off his hands and set up Queen City for an eventual touchdown. So trying to make it back. It's just like, throw me the ball.
Luyendula in the gun all by himself. 4 receivers and a tight end in the formation. Luyendula firing over the middle, completes Jalen Miller up to the 15-yard line. They'll hurry back to the line again, trying to save those timeouts. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Queen City playing a pass coverage. Prasad gets the reception, gain of 4 up to the 11-yard line. Hurrying back to the line again. Luyendula in the gun.
Ooh, Queen City almost twitched.
High snap, hauled in. Firing, back corner of the end zone. Prasad, touchdown! Cut it down to a 1-score ball game. Carolina might be down, but they are not out, and they are not giving up quite yet.
Eagle 1, Fox 2.
Is that an Independence Day reference?
Yes. Runs back to the end zone. Look at that. These receivers.
Nice corner out. I love that. I love that.
They know how to jump. Crisscross will make you jump.
That was beautiful. Just going, beating the coverage.
Yeah.
And it looked like a zone defense just getting past that corner of the zone, jumping up, hauling it in, and then making sure you got both feet down in bounds. And they did what you wanted them to do, Matt. They scored quick. It only took about a minute and a half off the clock, if I remember correctly. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Extra point is up and through. 1-score ball game. Only 51 people watching this game right now.
It's a travesty and a tragedy.
If everybody could get more people in here, we have a good one brewing here tonight. I'm Mike Daggs, joined along with Matt Wilson, Scott LaRue on stats, keeping us up to date on what's going on.
He's going the wrong way.
Onside kick easily recovered by Achilles Frank, but I think he got his directions mixed up. He ran for about a 5-yard loss after getting that ball in Carolina territory, still at the 49-yard line, and not quite sure I would have done the onside kick there, but
it's under 4 minutes. They thought they needed to, but now here's what we're going to see. It's going to be A.J. Caswell versus the defense. Can they stop him?
Odom takes the handoff, wrapped up at the line and brought down. Phil Hall with a tackle for a loss on the play. 2nd down and 11. At what point do you think Carolina should start using these timeouts? Under 3?
They'll probably wait till under 2.
Maybe see what happens here.
It depends on the mood. You don't want to use them too quickly. They get a first down, and then
right, then it's all done.
Because they're in a pretty good spot here still.
Carolina showing pressure. Caswell under center, taking as much time off this clock as he can. Odom with all kinds of room out in front of him. Wrapped up and tackled by Tristan Hatley after a short gain. I thought he was going to be going for quite a bit on that one. 3rd down and 7.
Andy Hamilton in the chat giving great coaching advice. No wonder he's not in the playoffs.
Start challenging the spot of the ball on meaningless runs to burn them. Yes, it's a brilliant plan. It's a bold strategy, Andy. Three receiver set, split out wide to the left. Caswell
It
under
might be
center.
going pass here.
Well, they definitely want to get that first down. That would end up forcing Carolina to use those timeouts. Handing it off to Odom, and he is stopped short.
Oh, no.
4th down and 1 from the 40-yard line, and Carolina's still not calling any of those timeouts.
Yep. They won all 3. They get the 2 minutes. And,
That's true.
Yep.
I forgot about the 2-minute warning, and there she is. 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Carolina about to get the ball back, down 1 touchdown. Winner of this game makes it into the postseason. Loser of this game has a little bit more challenging of a path. Crowd here on their feet making as much noise as we've heard all night. Queen City looking to put the dagger in them right here. Hands it off to Odom, and he gets the first down.
Holy Toledo.
Now Carolina has to use their timeouts.
Old strategy, Cotton.
I did not see that one coming. They have the lead, and they're looking to ice this game.
I've rarely seen that in my years watching and covering the SFL. A team with if they don't get the first there, it gives Carolina excellent field position to go and march down for a touchdown. Now they're not going to, even if they don't convert. I mean, they're almost in field goal range already.
Almost,
so
yeah, almost. Odom getting him even closer to field goal range, up to the 28-yard line. Carolina burns their second timeout.
Man, that's some guts. That's Eric Barkley being in this league for so long, winning so many championships.
Yeah.
I know what I got, Nash Odom. I don't think you guys can stop him.
Well,
look at this.
Averaging 5.5 per carry in the game so far. That first down was only 2 yards away. I rolled the dice and got it. 5 receiver set here on 2nd down and 5. Caswell looking to throw, going deep over the middle. They're not done scoring points. First down and goal for Queen City. Chris Curtis, huge reception, and that's the last of the timeouts. That's the ball game.
Yep, wave the white flag or the blue or red flag, because this one's over, folks, unless something weird happens. Backwards pass for a touchdown, maybe.
I've seen
happened
that
before.
I've seen that by a one Matt Wilson.
Nope.
Just looking to kneel this one away. Congratulations to the Queen City Corsairs as they have made it to the playoffs here in Season 12. Carolina now on a 3-game losing streak will fall to 7-4. Carolina is going to close out the regular season on the road at Baltimore next week in a game that's going to have, huge playoff implications.
I think
Absolutely.
Baltimore's won like 7 in a row.
7 in a row, yeah. We mentioned that at the beginning of the broadcast. 7-game win streak for Baltimore, looking to make it number 8. But Carolina obviously fighting for their playoff lives here after the best start that they've had in franchise history. An absolutely fantastic season for a franchise that struggled over the past few seasons to get the wins, and they're getting them this season. Just a rough stretch as of late, but they're definitely not out. For Queen City, they're also going to close out their season on the road. They head to Chicago next week for their final game of the regular season.
It's also going to be Wildcats.
It's also going to be the final primetime game of the regular season. They will be playing on Sunday night. And that matchup also is going to have major playoff implications for the Wildcats. Queen City obviously already in, but Chicago still trying to get in themselves. Next week there's going to be no game on Friday, so no Friday night lights, no Saturday night primetime game. All of the games with playoff implications are going to be played on Sunday throughout the afternoon and evening. Monday we'll also host a few games. It'll be the remaining games that do not have playoff implications. Some of those games might end up getting moved to Sunday. We're not quite sure what the final schedule is going to look like yet. No fan night game next week. This was it.
The fans are gone. The box is empty. This has been your fan night season. Enjoy.
Your final score in this one: Queen City 41, Carolina 34. Matt, break down your final thoughts on this game.
Close. Turnover here, turnover there. And that fourth down, going for on fourth down, is a daring move that paid off when you got a back like Ash Odom. He's kind of your workhorse, the glue to your offense. You just say, well, ball's in your hands, Ash. Get us the yard, and they did. And that turned the tide of this game. Otherwise, Carolina gets the ball back. Maybe inside the 5, maybe it's a touchback, but they had a chance to win, and UNC just took it away from them.
Week 12 is in the books. Week 13 on its way. It'll be here before you know it. 100 bits from T-Pat. Thank you very much.
T-Pat's the devil.
He's not the devil.
He gets, I can't even talk.
You're jealous of his
infuriates me.
7-game win streak.
I know, you give them a team and they just win. I'm scared.
Baltimore looking mighty good right now, moving into postseason time. Here in season 11, I think I've been calling it season 12 a couple times. I'm thrown off by week 12, season 11. There's just too many numbers here.
Math is hard.
Math is hard, numbers are hard, reading's hard.
Just remember, Mike, next. Sunday. Playoffs.
Well, next Sunday's not the playoffs. Not quite yet. Week 13 still left to go. Then we'll get the playoffs started shortly after that. That's right. So we'll have week 13 coming up next week, followed by Wild Card Wednesday very, very shortly after that. See what happens. See what teams get in. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here and for all of the bits that we had cheered. Thousands and thousands of bits. Appreciate the support of the SFL and for staying tuned with us the whole game. It was definitely a good one. Take a look at the player of the game, AJ Caswell, 17-21, 311 yards, 3 touchdowns, and hey, he even had a rushing touchdown, which he slid in safe for into the end zone. Scott LaRue, appreciate you being on Stats as always. For Matt Wilson and Scott LaRue, I am Mike Daggs saying thank you and good night.